And one of the things that he got was he got like a month beforehand, he got the new Xbox experience, the new dashboard. Right. And so he brought it down. He goes, hey, do you want to try it out? And you can like make your avatar and change your gamer tag. I said, yeah, I'll give it a try. So I throw my memory card in his machine.
His Canadian machine.
His Canadian Xbox, which he had brought down. So now I was registered as playing on a Canadian Xbox. So now my account is flagged in this kind of weird pseudo-cheater realm where I played for like 2 hours in Canada, then played an hour later in the U.S. So my gamer score is now suspect, according to what?
MyGamerCard.net. Bernie,
fuck those guys.
Bernie has an asterisk next to his name.
An asterisk, like fucking Barry Bonds. I mean, give me a fucking break.
We said if there was strip club DJ.
Did you guys read about the bully who got or the kid who confronted the bully?
Oh, yeah, I read that.
Did you read the story?
Yeah, it's terrible.
He confronted the bully. I didn't read the story. I kind of just read the headline, the summary, but you can correct me here if I'm wrong, guys. It was a guy who was being bullied, so he confronted the bully and stood up to him, and the bully stabbed him.
What?
Well, no, what happened was he confronted the bully, then the bully got mad and told him he was going to stab him tomorrow. Then the next day, the bully brought a knife to school and was like, I brought a knife, I'm going to stab you. And then as they were walking home, he took out the knife and stabbed him in the chest.
Did he kill him?
No, he stabbed him in the chest. It punctured his lung. The kid then ran away for like 3/4 of a mile to a friend's house, and the friend's parents took him to the hospital.
Did the bully get suspended?
I think they can't say what's going to happen to him because of
he's underage.
Privacy.
Screw that. If you stab somebody, I mean, that's an adult thing to do. You know, once you're charged as an adult, you should.
I think they were both 12 years old.
Wow,
12 years old.
Yeah.
Is it right to call a person? I mean, at that point, he's murderer, right? Like, or you know,
attempted murderer, right?
I don't think bully applies anymore once you're at that level.
I think the reason the kid stood up to him was the bully was like picking on some other girl. It wasn't the kid wasn't even being picked on.
Oh man!
And so like the kid tried to step in and like tell the bully to stop picking on the girl.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and he got stabbed.
Oh, so he was standing up for a girl and he got stabbed.
I hope
that kid better get a blowjob and a half from that girl.
I don't know, dude. He sounds kind of dumb.
He better get laid.
Sounds like somebody brought a John Hughes script to a knife fight. We talk about possibly even changing the Achievement Hunter name and domain to something that's a little bit more palatable and can be typed easier.
Didn't you have...
It's insanely difficult to find anything.
It is.
You had an alternate name for it that sounded kind of gay. What was it?
Say it. Say it.
I'm trying to think of something funnier than the real domain.
Say it. Oh, it's funny. Say it.
Say it. God damn it.
You're making me laugh. I'm not embarrassed. I still own the domain AchieveMen.
I really enjoyed those games.
Back in my day, we had to suffer to play Halo on the internet. Had to walk uphill with our packets.
It was upstream both ways.
Man, that's a fucking joke of the week right there.
We're sitting next to somebody on a plane, and they're like, I'm a very nervous flyer. We go, well, don't worry, we fly all the time. And then as soon as we're going to take off, I'll turn to Jeff, and I'll say casually, yeah, we're not going fast enough to take off. Or, if there's a noise on the plane, I go, whoa.
That's not right.
What was that? My wife's a bad flyer because she got in a flight that was so turbulent, all the overhead bins open. And that's a legitimate reason for being a bad flyer, I think.
Yeah.
But I want to kill this asshole she sat next to on the plane, because when they started to have turbulence, he said, I'm a traveling salesman. I fly every single day. I go through this kind of stuff all the time. And as the turbulence got worse and worse and worse, they were going through one of those like Midwest thunderstorms trying to land in Kansas. He pulls out pictures of his kids to say goodbye. He's got like Janie and Billy on the dinner fold out tray, and he's like, bye. For machinima purposes, I think we should try out and see if we can do different things with it.
That's all I was thinking.
I do think it's interesting that you brought these things all the way back from PAX.
Let's say this.
I find it suspicious.
Let me tell you something.
I find it a little
suspect, you something.
Is what I'm saying.
We brought 3 back. There's 2 here. Where do you think the 3rd is?
Where?
His house.
I threw it away.
Where is it, Gavino?
Scumbags.
So, let me tell you.
I haven't installed
They're all
it.
accounted for. 2 there, 1 there.
I haven't installed it.
Yeah.
He just gave it to me. And
So, you know what? Fuck you.
Don't fuck me. I'm sitting here innocent. I'm totally innocent. I'm sitting here, clean slate. Look at me.
I just want to
Nose in the
see.
air.
I just want to see if it lets us do different things with Machinima. That's all.
I'm sure you do at your house. I'm sure you do.
Maybe we'll be able to get HUDless.
Let me tell you something, guys. The view from the high road, pretty nice. You should try it sometime.
How's the view from the fat road?
It's delicious.
The way I see the English standards is we pick the best. Like, we'll use miles because kilometers are kind of gay.
Well,
And
that's
I will use
objective.
miles per
Yeah.
gallon. But then,
Why,
The way my culture does it is the
I think
best.
you just fucked yourself up.
You did.
Why are miles better than kilometers? You just fucked yourself there.
Whoa, take it easy.
No, he's got a great point.
Miles
Why?
are not better than kilometers.
You know-
why?
Because it's what you just fucking talked about, you asshole. Kilometers are a fucking standard. You know, from here to 1,000 meters, that's a fucking kilometer. How many feet are in a mile?
5.
I was able to answer your fucking question.
How many feet are in a mile?
How many feet are in a mile? 5,280.
Is it 80?
Oh,
I was gonna say
what?
40.
But
You
still, no.
should've
He
said
didn't make the
nothing
argument.
there, Jeff.
You made the argument. You just fucked yourself because you just contradicted what you were fucking saying.
Take the mic off. Take the mic
damn,
off. It feels
dude.
good.
Ugh,
Take it off.
God damn it.
Rip the mic off.
Punch him with it. Punch him with it.
It feels good, doesn't it? Grab that mic and tear it off that stand.
God, Gavino, you're such an idiot. You can't make an argument.
I'd be interested to know, like, what company has the most storage in the world? Hey, it's got to be Google, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Tupperware.
Or is it like the Pentagon?
You'd be surprised, like
Tupperware.
where we stupid the co-location facility where we have our servers. I went. Wasn't that funny?
That was funny to me, man. That was funny to my head.
I thought I heard him say it. I was like, "That's fucking stupid."
That's so dumb.
And then, like 5 seconds later, it was for some reason the funniest thing ever.
But if you're that close, just fucking finish it.
But
What?
It's
no,
a
no, no,
fun
no, no.
game. You
Right.
like the game.
It's
not
a
like
great
you're bored
game.
with
It's really
it.
good.
So keep playing it
But
if you like it.
I'm gonna have to play like double. I've already played.
what is with the fucking phone? Throw it out of the goddamn office.
Put 'em on.
Here, I'll take the battery out of it.
There's another one on your
Don't take the battery. Just get rid of it. Turn off the fucking ringer. Take the battery out.
Excuse me, everybody. I have
What?
to leave the podcast for right now.
Just turn off the ringer.
Bernie
It's a
didn't-
fucking button. Push it. You don't have to invent a time machine
you go.
and go back and kill Alexander Graham Bell. Just fucking turn off the goddamn phone.
Why is it my job to turn off the phone?
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the world. Have you ever in your life, Gus, have you ever had to figure out what the area under a parabola is?
Jeff,
Has
do you know what that means?
No.
Has that come up once?
No,
Ever.
never.
So they're literally teaching us things that we don't need to know.
Nope. No need for that.
Volume of a cylinder? Ever come up? Ever?
Yes, once. And not too long ago.
What for? Condoms or?
No.
We did that in calculus in high school, man. We actually built a bridge to have real world experience building bridges. I don't know.
Did you really?
Yeah, we did. We built like a 50-foot long suspension bridge from. Well, we had like an atrium area in our high school, and we built one. It literally suspended from one end to the other end of our atrium.
Dude, I'm learning
It was
so
awesome.
much about you.
How
today.
long did that take?
It was like a 2-month project. We had to
So for 2 months, you learned how to do one fucking thing in math class.
Building
Well,
bridges.
2 months better than I got. But
No, it's like we had normal class too, but then on as like
On the
projects.
weekend for fun, we got together and built this bridge.
Meanwhile, I watched him put a cup of coffee on a credit card earlier today. That has somehow escaped him, but he can build a bridge, you know. Let's build our
you
bridge.
can't build the bridge to money.
I'm so glad Jack's here because I don't tell the worst stories anymore.
You're welcome.
God damn.
Dogster is still online too. You remember what Dogster is?
Dogster?
It was like a parody. Dogster is a parody of Friendster. It's Friendster for dogs.
Oh, yeah, I do remember. It's probably more popular than Friendster.
Probably is.
Poor friends.
You know why? Because dogs are loyal. They don't go bolting when Facebook comes along. You know? Facebark came along. And it fucking failed. Because dogs stick to their fucking guts. I mean, you were genuinely, as a kid, you were a maniac. Because how old were you when, was it elementary school, when your mom, Jeff's in elementary school. So think about this.
I was like third grade.
Third grade, 8 years old. His mom's friend came to pick him up because his mom had to work late because she's a nice working lady. So
She's
her
a dental assistant.
Her friend agreed to come pick up young Jeff. So this woman that Jeff sees every day shows up and says, "Oh, I'm so-and-so's friend. I'm here to pick up Jeff today." The teacher says, "Okay, Jeff, you know her, right?" And Jeff goes, "I've never seen her before in my life. This lady's trying to kidnap me." And the friend is like, "Okay, haha, Jeff, come on, really, tell her who I am, that you know me." And Jeff says, "I really don't know. I'm kind of scared by everything that's happening right now."
It got worse because eventually they got me to agree that I knew her, but then I said that the reason I'd lied was because she touched me.
God damn, dude. What's wrong with you?
Oh my god.
Third grade.
My mom's best friend.
Oh my god.
So is there an investigation on this lady, I assume?
No. I had to admit
I've never
that
heard that part of the story.
I had to admit that I made it up. My mom reminded me of the touching part. I didn't remember that. Yeah.
Wow. Dude,
Interesting stuff.
I mean, there's if you've ever been stuck on a tarmac, what's the longest you've ever been stuck on a tarmac, Gus?
I think I was once stuck for 4 hours in Kansas City.
By the way, that counted as a vacation day for you. Just so you know.
No,
How can
that's the personal day.
That's the personal day. So I'm sitting.
Gus is so mad.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with him. I remember in August I worked like 3 weeks straight because there was not a single day off. I was like, why is there no time off? 3 weeks in summer.
Well, if you need
See,
a day.
you asked me a question, and I gave you a specific example. How long were you you waited on a tarmac? 4 hours. I asked you, and you're like, all the time. The last one. The last trip. That's the last time I was on a tarmac. It's called logic. It's called example.
Gus, this might surprise you. I have no idea when you've taken vacation.
Apparently you do, because I always take personal days. I thought we took the phones out.
Yeah, Jeff was supposed to take the phones out.
Gus, answer the phone in your current state. Go ahead.
What?
Another thing that always happens with vacation days around here, since I'm throwing people under the bus, let's bring Jeff in. Jeff's favorite thing to do is walk around the office and tell you how long it's been since his last vacation.
I don't do that.
I do that too.
I don't do
I
that.
do that too, and it's been a goddamn long time.
And all I ever tell people when they tell me that, they go, "Man, I haven't taken a vacation for a year and a half." It's like, well, what about the time you went to Miami 2 weeks ago? Before that, it's been 3
I
years.
have not-
All right,
have
now
not-
I'm
I have
pissed
not-
off.
no,
I agree that happens, but I'm not the one that does it.
And the response to that is always, take a fucking vacation. Nobody gives a shit. Use your vacation days.
Apparently, Bernie gives a shit. He's counting them every time Gus takes one.
No, I just
He's got a fucking
I don't want to
notebook.
get on sides here. I don't want to. There's hurt feelings.
True, God. So
This fucking podcast is going down. Fuck it.
take a vacation.
And then if you ask the guy, have you ever tried the man? He goes, no, I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
It's brutal. It's probably the most brutal thing I've ever eaten.
Yeah. It's really rough.
And we try to eat it every time we go.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, why don't we just start a restaurant and we'll just have a guy walk around with like a bucket of thumbtacks? Here, want to try? Oh, God, it's flavor. Thumbtacks. No, I don't get it.
And that place also has.
Gus and I are both trying something independently, oddly at the same time, that is fucking odd for us and strange ground. You want to talk about that at all, Gus?
Yeah,
Well, now you have to.
It had an impact on that email I sent, I'll tell you that.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't think
the fact
Je-
you're bringing it up like that makes me kind of sad.
I don't think Jeff or I have had a drink for over a week at this point. You've been going a little longer than I have.
Yeah, I'm going on 9 days, I think.
I think today's my 7th day.
We both quit drinking at the same time and didn't know. We didn't tell each other or coordinate it. I guess they have weird parallels when it comes to alcohol. Mm-hmm. And, we both quit drinking at the same time. And I was painfully sober when I sent that email, and I think that was part of the reason I was distracted.
Here's another parallel. I don't give a shit about doing this.
Anyway, it sucks. I hear it snowed.
To Gus and I, that's a 4-letter word to us now.
Well, it's that whole other meaning. Like, I'm sure whatever the snow was, there's like 4 flakes, and you're like, oh, wow, it snowed in Texas.
The funny thing was, I was in Chicago flying up to Montreal
That is funny.
on Thursday.
Tell us more. Don't stop!
you,
Don't
man.
stop! No, dude, come on, dude. I'm fucking.
You can see
I'm
these.
just gonna stop talking. What?
Jack is starting to
Jack,
have
don't,
that.
Jack, don't leave us hanging. Come on.
Jack is starting to have
Jack,
that like
Jack,
defeated
Jack,
look that the
Jack.
guy in the weather
yeah,
channel.
yeah. Like, this is my lot in life. That's it.
Come on, dude, spray your-
I will never be happy from
Spray
now
your
on, as
goo,
long as I'm
come
with you
on.
guys.
Let me tell you something. On realism mode, you will be just opening up on somebody with a machine gun while they're running at you, and they make it all the way to you, and bop, hit you once, and you get that little slap. And you're in the mall, and it's all these women zombies, and you're like, sweetie, get a fucking job. Don't hang out at the fucking mall. I was so angry by the end of this. I was like a loom weaving a tapestry of vulgarity. And when I was on the ground, and these zombies are kicking me and hitting me, I was imagining their life story and yelling at them and screaming at them. Meanwhile, Panton and Mukau are just trying to continue playing the game.
Oh man,
It's funny because that's almost.
It was always South by Southwest was sort of the threshold of when I would say winter ends and sort of our summer begins.
God, I can't wait for South by Southwest.
Dude, Kick-Ass is the opening film. Did you see that?
I saw that, yeah.
I think I have to buy a film badge just to go see Kick-Ass again. I'm so excited.
You
for that
really
movie.
don't. A film badge is like $400.
But to see that movie again, I'm that
Or
excited.
just-
as opposed to waiting. What the fuck are you saying?
It's not like it's the only opportunity you're ever going to have to see the fucking movie
And
again.
you've already
it's not
seen the
going
movie.
back in the vault.
You've seen the movie, and the movie's coming out
I'm
eventually.
saying,
You're gonna
it's
God
that,
damn
it's
it,
that
Jack.
good that I want to see it again.
pay me
$400.
Pay me
I'll go see
$400,
others-
and I'll get the movie for you.
I'll go see other stuff too, but I'm saying that is a big factor. As I want to see it again.
Or wait 2 months and see it for fucking $5 at a matinee, you idiot. Jesus Christ. You could see it. Imagine how many times you could see it for $400 after it comes out.
You could probably
see
see
it when it
40
matters.
times.
You know how it works out, and it's an easy 1,000 points too, which I'm excited about.
Well, I'm really happy for
Of course, I've been playing on a debug unit, so I don't have any of the gamer score that I've received playing the game. I'm gonna have to play it all over again in order to get on my profile. So that sucks.
My job is to play video games. I gotta play them again.
I'm so mad. I had to play this game 2 weeks before it came out. No, my gamer score doesn't count.
Oh, and that and
It sucks being the luckiest dude ever. Also, I'm so fast. Fucking idiot. Trailers.
Yeah.
Coming out right
we
now.
saw a trailer for a game that you and I played and liked a lot.
Just cuz?
Just cuz.
Just cuz.
We had a guy at a convention once walk up to us and say, "Hey, I read online that you and Jeff really like to play Just Cuz." And we're like, we're like, Just Cuz? Just Cuz what? He's like, Just Cuz. And we're like, Just Cuz? And then we're like, are you saying Just Cause? And he's
Oh
like,
my God.
He's like, oh yeah, I say, that's how you say it? And I was like, no, that's how everybody says it, buddy.
It's a regional thing.
Yeah, he must have totally missed the point of the game. But
Yeah, they have those Anatomy of a Stunt trailers. And we watched
That's
one.
awesome. I mean, what is he? Did he think like the title was like totally not connected to the game at all?
Maybe he thought like, hey, why are you guys having a rebellion?
Just cuz.
Whatever.
Oh man.
I wonder if it's called like Just Cuz TOO. You know? Just Cuz dude.
Why are you all having a rebellion? Just cuz too.
Why'd you jump out of that plane? Just Cuz. It actually makes a lot more sense. The game really didn't have much rhyme or reason after you got past like the Tropical Island Rebellion. Suddenly the guy was doing ski stunts. He was doing parasailing off of cars. Maybe it was called Just Cuz.
Maybe you all are the idiots.
Yeah, maybe we are.
I love that guy. That guy's my new hero.
I can't.
No,
also,
no.
you know exactly what I'm talking about because you've played every Final Fantasy game.
I know, but I get
You
to
even
make fun of
played
you
12.
now because I'm not playing 13 though.
You will.
They just released a new patch for World of Warcraft. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's something about like the randomized instances or something like that, or battlegrounds. I don't know. I saw a brief blurb on Kotaku about
Well,
it.
what an informative section of the podcast.
Well, I asked you. I asked you if you knew about it, jackass.
There's something to do with characters.
Go back to sleep over there, Sunburn.
There may be a dragon and/or a dungeon introduced in this patch.
I will say,
I have this weird, distinct memory of these bluebonnets hanging above the metal detectors as you walked up to like the terminal.
let me ask you a question. Were they real?
I don't know why.
Were they real? Did they look real?
Probably not, because I remember seeing them a couple times.
Maybe it's like some kind of weird suppressed memory.
Yeah,
Was your
maybe.
uncle there? Was Davy Crockett there?
Maybe it's like a conspiracy theory thing. Like Bluebonnet is the code. You're about to be activated.
Yeah. You're a sleeper agent for Hostess or something.
Looking at Jack, I really doubt that he's a sleeper agent. He's an all-out agent.
Yeah,
I
that's.
sent Joel a MySpace picture of a girl taking like her MySpace photo, and she's all like scantily dressed, and her kid's right behind her in the photo, like watching her.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's horrible.
Let's assume maybe little brother, hopefully.
So she puts out.
I would assume so. But but I've had a concern for a while now that that's going to start bleeding into guys wanting attention and guys starting to kiss at parties.
Well, that's Twilight, right?
Nobody.
I mean, it's already started. I hate to tell you. I think we're at that point.
Yeah.
Twilight, right?
If it's girls, it makes the party awesome. If it's guys, it makes $140 million at the box office. Kick-Ass. He's very good.
Cool.
Thank
It
you.
really is. It's
Yeah?
a good movie.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to seeing it. My wife says it looks dumb, so I'm gonna have to find I'm gonna have to cut some Gus time and go watch it by myself.
I would like to see it, but my wife says that if we're going to see a movie, we have to see Date Night. So
No, Date Night looks funny.
it does look funny to me.
Gus, it is showing at the Ritz if you want to walk down sometime after
You and
work.
I, let's go cut not you and I. Jeff, you and I. Let's go down.
That was a misplaced pronoun.
Wow.
That's kind of an awesome and terrible feeling at the same time. You know, like when I landed on my neck and then I rolled and I realized I wasn't wearing a helmet and I realized, oh, if I would have landed, who knows, 10 degrees differently.
Yeah, you have a couple degrees of rotation different, and you're, landing
Hawking.
on your head.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't be Stephen Hawking. That's a nice try. Even when you work out stuff like turn ratios when you're crashing, what is a turn ratio exactly?
I don't know.
He's trying to flower it up. I was calculating the turn ratio.
The angular velocity was such that
my girl's bike ran into a flower bush.
Joel took mine.
God, he unplugged everything. His UPS started beeping. He went through and unplugged everybody else's station in order to get himself a UPS.
Are you serious?
And then we find out that he's not plugging the damn Did you tell the story already?
No, I have not.
Okay, so Joel's UPS starts beeping, which might as well be like the emergency broadcast system for the entire office. Because Joel starts to panic, and then he does this thing where his desk, he works on a lot of the commercials, so he has a 360 environment where he's got about 6 360s, and then he's got about, 5 or 6 PCs over there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
at least.
He's got it's like where the elephants go to die, Whenever someone gets rid of a PC, they throw it into that environment so that if Joel needs another character in a commercial, he has another PC available. So these are all these PCs are barely working, 3 or 4 years old. At the newest.
Shit we filmed season 1 on, that kind of stuff.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And Joel was actually one of the main people, too, who worked on the remastered version of Red vs. Blue, so he needed PCs for that, too. Anyway, so that starts beeping, and you go over there, and to figure out what's going on underneath that desk with cords, utterly impossible. And then Joel starts huffing,
I know that huff.
Like he's about to hyperventilate.
and then you're trying to apply logic and things, saying, okay, I'm here to help you. What do you need help with? And he's just like, no, I don't want help. I just want this to be a problem, and I want it to last. I want this to last as long as fucking possible. So then he goes over to your desk and unplugs your UPS.
To my desk.
Yeah, sorry, Gus, to your desk, and unplugs the UPS and takes it over from your desk to his desk. I'm like, oh man, does Gus know you're doing that? He goes, yep. And
That was my solution, was for him to get a new UPS and just to take the one from my desk because I was gone.
And then he's plugging stuff into it, and it's got that number on the front, percentage or total minutes it can run.
Right.
And he keeps plugging stuff into it, and he's going, the number's going down. The number's going down. and then Gus's UPS is beeping the whole time. So now we have 2 beeping UPSs. And I'm like, Joel, what is going on over here? He goes, the number won't stop going down. And he keeps plugging in more stuff. And we're trying to troubleshoot this problem. We're looking at breakers. We're doing all this stuff. He never plugged in Gus's UPS. He just brought it over, set it down, and started plugging stuff into it. And
wondering why it was beeping.
Joel was taking the U out of UPS. It was an IPS at that point.
Oh man, that's fucking awesome.
Remember that one super hot fan that we had, and we didn't believe that she was a fan? She was at Dallas. She was at Akon.
Super fan.
Super fan, because she sat there when we were like, you don't watch Red vs. Blue. She goes, I watch it every day. I watch the DVD, season 1 DVD, every single day. We're like, no, you don't. We should have let it go.
Yeah,
we really should have just gone, okay, you're beautiful, and that's good enough, and you say you're a fan, that's very nice of you. But we were grilling her. I'm not kidding. She stood at the corner of our table and recited season 1, letter for letter. It took her how long?
She was like Denzel Washington in the Book of Eli. It was fucking crazy. It was insane.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It took her about... Explain real quick, what did Joel do to your station the other day?
I came in, and none of my stuff worked, and I saw Joel huffing and puffing around.
We talked about the huff already.
It was not hard to imagine what happened. And then I saw, Gus's stuff was ripped out, too.
At 6:30 a.m. on New Year's Day, a woman wanted chicken McNuggets, and they wouldn't serve them to her, and so she ripped open the window and started punching the woman.
And then when they got it shut, she smashed the window open.
Yeah.
Yeah, that lady was hungry.
That lady wanted some fucking McNuggets.
Right
that year
now.
did not start well for her.
The best part about that is this fight lasts like 15 minutes, it seems like. It's like 3 or 4 minutes. And then she gets in a car and drives off, and immediately the next guy pulls up, and the lady just, like, hands him his food.
So,
Nothing happened.
everything still got to keep going.
Yep. You imagine being that poor dude, but like,
think you were
lady,
behind that woman.
I just want my McMuffin. Come on.
It's like, Jesus, it had to be me. Why am I always behind the crazy person?
I just want my hotcakes with sausage. I got to go to the airport.
I'll have what she's having.
Don't tell me you're out of coffee.
That lady must have had 2 New Year's resolutions. Number 1, McNuggets. Number 2 was no more bullshit.
No more bullshit.
I'm not taking this shit anymore, no matter what it is. I would have really liked the fake out if I'd been allowed to see it.
I couldn't believe that.
The way that Jack asked me if I'd seen the new BioShock trailer. I almost don't want to say it because it's like, in case you haven't watched the BioShock trailer, you should not listen to the next 10 seconds.
You don't
want to
get jacked.
Whatever.
Well, Jack comes out, Gus, and he says to me, "Hey, have you seen the new BioShock trailer where it's in the air and not in the water?" And I was like, "No, what is that?" And Jeff goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" to Jack instantly.
I heard him saying it, and I had to run out to try to catch him from fucking spoiling the trailer.
But it was cool. It was a really well done
Yeah,
trailer.
it's been out a week. I'm sure people have seen it by now.
Yeah, for sure. If they haven't, for
If
sure.
you haven't, too bad.
You know, there's
Welcome to the internet.
there's so few things anymore where I'm now not looking for a twist that it doesn't matter. You know, I can just watch the presentation of it and be fine with it.
Sure.
See Mass Effect 2 is coming to PS3.
You also don't know you're watching
Yeah,
a
I did.
BioShock.
January.
Pretty cool.
You don't know you're watching a BioShock trailer at the beginning of it. Something that should be presented as a BioShock trailer, and then you get the twist.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have the underwater
You
thing.
see a
and then
Big
they
Daddy
They
pretty
show the
early
Big
on.
Daddy statue, and then they show the city skyline. It kind of dawns on you,
Yeah?
and then they take it away. I think.
No,
I thought it was-
I'll take your word for
I
it,
thought it
'cause
was done well.
I wasn't allowed to see it like that.
Speaking of Skyline, have you seen the trailer for the movie Skyline?
Yeah,
He's so desperately trying to change the subject.
What's the twist in it?
No. Have you seriously seen the trailer for Skyline?
No, please ruin it.
Fuck you guys. I'm done. I'm out. Fuck y'all.
Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. I have more jokes.
No, what's Skyline?
Please, this is going to get worse. So I was in the emergency room on Saturday.
Do you want 2 microphones?
No. I was in the emergency room yesterday.
Do you want to tell us why
Saturday.
you're in the emergency room?
Sure. I have a colon problem.
Oh, wow.
Like
Really?
you know about it. I just have this silly little colon disease. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It affects me every couple of years. But so I had to admit,
It's called light bulb up the ass.
yeah. I had a toy car and a condom.
It's
that I-
It's called Hey Doc, guess what I fell on?
I fell on it again.
It's called Please Don't Tell My Wife. Anyway,
This is the first time this ever happened to me.
I swear to God.
You gotta email me that so I put it.
I love that you
You're gonna be straight with us, G?
Yeah.
I'm Jeff, I'm gonna show you this picture that Brandon took on his iPhone.
Hey, zoomed in. It's a zoom. Digital zoom.
He found a spider.
Digital
Look what he
zoom.
took a picture of. It's a daddy long legs.
You are the dumbest person I've ever met.
No, I was
a spider. It's a spider killer, you idiot.
I was 10 feet away. I was 10 feet away. Can that thing fucking jump 10 feet? Is that gonna jump 10 feet and attack me in the face?
It's a daddy long
Daddy
leg.
long legs. See again.
Google.
This is knowledge.
Google it. How far can that thing jump?
It can't hurt you. It's a daddy long legs. They lost me at Space Cop, and then I came back in. Literally for that episode, the All Along the Watchtower episode, and then I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm out. Fool me once, shame on me, or you. Shame on somebody. Can't fool a fooler. And
You fool me, can't get fooled again. Which he already has.
Which he already has.
Which just started.
I felt really bad when I got there because as soon as Jack got in, the waitress recognized him and she was like, "Hey, where's your friend Joel?"
That is true. Here's the way he told me the story. I said, I think I made the comment that the waitress was cute, which she was. And if my wife was listening to the podcast, I did not say that. I said she was cute, and Jack says, yeah, when I came in, she recognized me. And I go, oh yeah, really? She goes, yeah, she came right up to me and she goes, hey, how you doing? Where's your friend? And he goes, so I think she might have a thing for me. I'm like, you really took that away from that conversation? Hey, where's your friend? I mean, I admire the optimism, but let's not go crazy. You have a brand new computer. Do you want?
You know what? This computer doesn't work very well. You know, when I'm on trips.
So, Do you need a computer when you're on trips?
Hey, when the website broke when I was on the trip, how did I fix it? Was it some kind of computational device? It must have been a computer. How would I have fixed it with this new computer in my office when I was across the country?
How did you even get to Seattle?
A computer?
Why don't you buy a fucking plane?
Hey, according to Bernie, you used that computer to break it so that you could then fix it.
Jeff, I see you on YouTube all day. Why don't you price that out? Maybe we need one of those YouTubes.
Get a YouTube.
Yeah, because that's totally the same thing.
You
That's
have
totally
a laptop. You have a laptop.
That I want to replace for myself, my own use. I don't know why I'm getting shit for buying myself a computer.
I also don't think it's a fucking coincidence when we went out of town all the shit broke. I said to Jeff, I noticed that every single thing that broke is something you can break remotely from Seattle. Nothing that you would have to physically unplug broke at all.
Heaven forbid I buy a computer to fix stuff when it breaks.
Yeah, you
what
know
a terrible idea.
Oh, hey, is that where you were yesterday? You were at the Colo?
You know what would really help?
No, I need to go
fix
there
the fucking email list is Thunderbolts. That's gonna help us. Hey, how many gigahertz do you need to run Terminal? You know, let me know. Fill me in.
I missed you guys.